Well, the draft here for BRO couldn't be more basic, right? It's a very standard Varus Karma lane with Azir trying to get early control. You have a lot of really great team fighting around first, second Drake, first Herald, second Herald, honestly, too, depending on how the first fights go if you don't fall too far behind. But Sivir is going to spike early with Kraken Slayer, and the Ashe Sejuani combo we've talked about, I mean, so much it makes my head spin. This is part of why this champ is strong, as Owner C is seen.
Looking for the slow with the boomerang, but Owner's pretty far away. Looks like he was not quite in flash range, but there's the wallop, and Morgan not going to flash away from it. He will flash afterwards and just barely get out of there, as Owner was pretty close to setting that one up. Not quite close enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll hold that thought. Effort.
Faker really doesn't want to flash here, and he will have to, actually, as the soldier dives forward, he will flash away.
That is a pretty quick completion there.
Yeah. In what world can Faker without flash run straight at Karus, who has flash and ult, when Faker doesn't have his? It's kind of interesting, as now they're trying to get on top of Umpty, who does not have his clone, does not have level 6, and does not have his flash anymore. They're going to give first blood over to Owner. Not probably the first choice, but still, he was the one who set it up.
It happens to the best of us. Level 6, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Sejuani?
Ashe and Sejuani? Oh, maybe Varus, or Karus, rather, has something else to say about that. Sweeps in 2 of them and says thank you very much for the free kills. Now Karia's caught out. He's definitely going to go down. That arrow unfortunately misses, but, I mean, who cares, bro? Get 3 kills.
Fans going wild here in the arena, and look.
The ones that look good because you know the power of the combo, but maybe not. That arrow does sail wide. That was actually pretty close. And T1 were able to finally use that Rift Herald and pick up some big plates in mid lane. So they're holding on to some of their power in the middle of the map, as Morgan is still struggling.
And yeah, Gordring are not going to be too useful in this type of situation where no one's in melee range of you, as they're actually going to potentially set up a dive here onto a Renekton. They have an Ashe arrow in tow here for Keria.
Oh, there it is, and now it's just easy follow-up. You would think they would use like the point and click, or the at least close range ones first, but no, they believed in Keria.
Inner right now.
Yeah.
Zeus is a man possessed after that last series.
And this is just straight up, like, yes, now Morgan has been ganked, but before this, it was still just as oppressive in the 1v1. It's so difficult.
One more time?
Play this as taking a lot of turret shots. Owner was definitely thinking about it, and Guma has just been the brunt of all of the action on the other side of the map as he's trying to get the kill here on the Guma. Umpty will eventually be able to do that.
Is gained here on the map. It's hard to quantify what BRO really is getting because, I mean, this was just, yeah. I mean, we kind of said everything about it before. This moment down here, Guma knows this is coming, sticks around for a pretty long time to get that last cannon made, is greeting for it, it will get picked, but it's a Wukong picking up a kill here. He didn't go to the Varus. And a lot of the map control here.
At least BRO do have some outs in this game, but T1 still controlling the map. As here we go, Faker a little bit low on mana. Umpty here as well. 1v2 as Faker is just trying to run away and buy as much time as possible. As there is another Q from Faker, but eventually Karus will take him down.
Now, can we see a cross map here onto Henna? That's what they're trying to set up. Herald over the wall. They can actually try to collapse onto Morgan here now on the bottom side of the map to force this into a split fight. Look at
Uh-oh, Keria. He's all alone. He's got a barrier. He has to ult and flash just to get out of there, as Umpty does go pretty deep. Takes a beating there from Faker, as now Zeus just walks up to them in Mininar. He's going to have to flash away. Umpty taking a massive amount of damage, though, as even the Chemtech Drake is getting in there.
Okay, Guma's damage here. It's massive, and this is going to be a back. And yes, Keria overstepped a little bit here, but his teammates were so close by. Sivir is pushing mid during this, and BRO eventually just have to pull the trigger. They can't wait any longer because Morgan can get collapsed on, right? He's under what's left of that bottom turret.
As the side lane is still kind of unsolved here for BRO, especially now that Zeus is even more fed. 1-0 and 1 did go for the new improved Grievous wounds on this Chain Pug Chem Sword. Zeus is in a little bit of trouble, but he has Meganar on the way. Can they burst him down? Yes, they can, as the teleport comes in. Faker's on top of 2 people. He has to flash. as Bro will very much accept that gift.
Well, Rion, once again, get control of top and the Baron itself, but because of this Gnar on the side and Morgan being under inner, they can't start it up. T1, very little vision.
They're going to start it up, but Owner is really tanky, so he can face check everything and get them positioned early. Let's see if they can actually threaten this, though. Umti is taking a lot of damage. There's the arrow into Karis. Look at the laser as Karis is just being burst down, and Owner gets in there and steals it away. Very much a flip. And T1 will get away with murder and some more as the Gnar ult doesn't hit too much, but still going to get a lot of value at the end of the day. Karis also might be going down here. If Keria has anything to say about it, no, he'll live. But Umti, maybe not so good for him, as this should be 4 kills and the Baron to the side of T1.
Pretty sure he just changed his Anathema's chains to Umti as well right in that moment because it went on cooldown. He's like, yep, there's just no way you can kill me. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And that may just be the back-breaking moment here, honestly. There's a lot of gold picked up for Faker. He's going to have a death cap soon.
Yeah, going for this build we see very often, except this time with the Ludens of Leandries. Morgan, once again, he still has flash, actually, as he just hit a couple of those scryers. Good. Faker spots the guy behind. Yeah. Empty scene. And they have some really nice range as well, as, oh no, Var is so close to his cleanse. Poor Henna. Didn't have flash, might not have mattered, but yeah, looks like T1 is going to put them out of their misery here in game number 1. 30 minutes in, and Zeus has, well, he had a nice shield, and now he's gone. So T1, they lose their Gnar, as the two junglers are going head-to-head. Morgan and Karis together are relatively threatening, so in fact, they're just going to go away. Owner was just 1v1ing the Wukong, and he's just going to die as they take down the third inhibitor. Yeah, take a look at where Keria is just throwing out the hawk shot. He's going to find Umti.
He has flash.
He's just going to throw out an arrow. He's like, guys, I'm just going to throw this in. I might die. This Umti's flank might come through here. They are still pushing into an Azir, so this isn't just free by any means, as Henna's trying to 1v1 Zeus here. Decent amount of damage, but Faker just says goodbye to the Karma, as he did flash forward for that one. Doesn't seem to care, but now he's going to get swept up as Karis is pretty low, and he's got a Sivir on top of him, so that should do it. T1 now will be able to push in and end the game.
Very clean stuff here until the end, where it was...
until it wasn't.
There were some rocky moments, but I think we could just forgive because the game was essentially over on that Baron call where Brion decided to go...
Boomed the Karma after they were very far ahead, so yeah, I wouldn't vote for them.
I don't think I...
But...
Yeah, I don't think I could, in good conscience, vote for Faker this game, although it's the second win on Victor.
It's probably Zeus or Keria. I guess maybe Owner. Owner had some good plays in the 1v1 jungle match. Kind of taken away. Umti's nodding his head.
We have seen a lot of teams trying to break up Lucian Nami just falling flat, though. We have really seen this. It's going to be Sona. Okay.
Wait, who's this champion? Never seen her before. Not meant to be this game.
Nami. Lucian, Zeri, Nami, Sona.
Yeah, they were listening to my thing, and I guess they got the names mixed up.
All right, well,
Yumi doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, so good times, I suppose. Or bad times, I guess, depending on who you're asking. Peter not having a fun time in that game. But naturally, the Zeri is going to get the level 2 first. Nefert just standing up to that. Now they're going to get level 2. Ignite comes down on the Guma. Remember, he saved that. Henna did the flash forward, and one more auto will do it. And Guma Yusi is going to go down, and Keria might be next, since he will have to flash away to survive.
Empty who got it, right? And
yeah.
Lost it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
making sure I get
my
facts straight. So I got a little bit caught up in the flash there. But, yeah. Okay. Nice body.
Hey, on the top side, here is Umti looking for Zeus, who does have a very nice angle, though, and he's quite tanky on the Gragas, and now the Vi is here, but they don't want to fight it anymore, as Zeus now just going to flash away, and Owner's like, well, at least I'm here to support.
I'm going to try to set up potentially for a surprise brush. I wonder if he saw that. He probably did, right?
I don't think so. It was just the pet from the jungle that oftentimes shows on the spectator client, but yeah.
Of the Wukong, so.
Because like they have a really good read.
Yeah.
Wukong is on the top side of the map right now.
Yeah, they're going to set up for this dive here.
Uh-oh. Henna just dashing forward, so this is going to be their opportunity. As Owner dashing further, culling is huge on Ikaria, but now Henna goes way too deep, not noticing the Vi behind him, and they will hand that kill over to Gumayusi.
Either he didn't notice, or by the time that the vision was there, he was like, well, I'm dead no matter what. I'm going to see if I can get this kill first, but he's unsuccessful.
This is, going to be the Wukong flashing on top of the Nami. There is the Sona ult as well, straight Naguma, who did have flash, but was not able to react on time or decided to save it.
A matchup that if you mishandle, obviously the Jax can very well get the better of you, but it's just so safe, it's so hard, because you can just body boop every time he tries to counter-strike. Now this time he does get it, though.
Yeah, a little bit of an issue for Zeus. He's just going to walk it out, though. Doesn't ult, doesn't flash. There are only 4 possibilities, right? I think absolutely it's not Hextech. Anything else I could probably...
Umpty!
Oh, here's
Where
Umpty.
Are you from?
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Well, he's actually going into the death chamber as the bubble is huge. Keria just going to put an end to that as Guma says he wants another piece. And he's going to be regretting that. Faker is coming down here, but uncertain about whether or not to go. He will decide against it.
I think that's why Guma went in, because Faker's calling, I'm coming down, I've got ult, I've got flash. Zeus, can he boop him?
Finish on that.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think he... I don't want to assume, but I thought he had it. Anyways.
You're on vision. Owner in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get stunned up as well as double cyclone, and Umpty will flash in and secure that kill. Immediately, that's going to be pinged. He's like, well, there's a ward there.
Yep. And that's going to be the turret going down here, so even though Jax didn't get a bunch of damage done on that top turret, which whether he had his Sunder or not, with that much of a commitment, definitely could have gotten some damage done. Get this one bottom side.
Oh boy, Faker's just doing insane damage. The tidal wave into double bubble as... Oh man, I guess they just didn't have any flashes, or they just selected not to. They all get hit by everything.
We're pushing for a charge. We are pushing for a charge. So much damage from Faker. And then double bubble after the tidal wave. Faker gets the scoop, which is wholly unnecessary, but it was definitely cool.
야, 나 너무 잘했고.
Oh, I did so well. I'm so good.
너무 피라였다 방금.
I didn't hear what he said at the end there.
He's a big fan of denying healing, I guess. He will do that. Okay, we're going to get on top of Henna here as he will be swept up and down he goes. So that's going to be the end of him. Effort also just going to die. By the way, guys, this is 20 minutes into the game, and they're diving nearly the inhibitor turret. And they're not even that far ahead. Nope, did it.
I mean, their comp allows for this type of play. Faker ulting for this, and now they have control over the Baron pit. No AD carry here. And the Baron's head's the most delicious part.
Yeah, there is a saying amongst LCK fans that the Baron's head is the most delicious part of the Baron.
Here we go. Oh, max range.
Well, in goes Umpty, in goes Morgan as well, because they have to, as this is a 3v5. Baker's pretty low, and he will get traded back. Car's going to miss the shuriken, unfortunately, but...
Wait, hold on.
Hold the phone.
Karis.
They stopped the Baron with that.
Yeah, but it feels like it's higher when you consider where this area is at right now.
And Owner just has no chill in this game. I mean, he's going to knock up Henna here, and we do have the tidal wave, but he's alone. I mean, he is so deep in here to make this happen. I think they wanted to pick Seraphine. This is a lot of poke, though, as a massive cask is just going to separate everybody. As here we go, the Sorelia's there in it. And looking for the kills, although Umpty is pretty far alone on the right side. He will back up and look for Keria now as Faker just on the run. But look at Karis, he is chasing them down.
They learned about this. They turned. They learned and they turned. And now Zeus here.
Any turn learners? Are they just going to let this one go?
TP for Zeus. I mean, he can get in there very quickly.
They should know that this should be the call from the side of Breon. The question is, can T1 get in position on time? As here comes everybody on both teams. The engage here on the Zeus. Again, he's not that tanky. Big boop, though, and a huge cast gets everybody away. And that opens up Faker to get in there deep, and Guma is untouched on the left side of this fight as well. They're able to just zoom through the entirety of this bro composition. Karis, the only one to survive on the left side, and that is just going to be T1 collapsing and taking the Baron.
And this is why there was so much hesitation for Breon to try to start that Baron up. It's because you're just going to get obliterated if you actually can't do it quickly enough, and spoilers, they couldn't.
Karis, he may have overstayed his welcome, as now he's got to go into a stopwatch. Not even Azonia's at this point. Faker going in, he's got Guma with him. They're just diving everything. There is a little bit. The question is, do T1 really care about it? Karis is looking for it. There is the Sona ult. They burst down Faker. That's going to be good enough, I think, as Karis now is in the back line. They're trying to turn this one. Nope, Guma did not die. Forgot about him. He's just going to get a Quadra and will be looking for the Penta on the Zeri of all champions.
Zeus knock him out.
Oh, Morgan. Oh, Morgan! You darling, you.
Giga Chad Morgan. Giga Chad Morgan.
Hands it over. And Guma will pick up the Penta. Congratulations to Guma. And big thanks to Morgan for letting it happen. T1 going to pick up the 2-0.
This one's also dangerous because this means that DRX are foregoing that priority like you were talking about in that mid game, but does give you that power, in the mid lane. The power is in the mid game, right?
Yes.
That's when the Akali can really start running around and causing a ruckus. You get that first item and then you're feeling a lot better, and that does kind of match up with when Varus is going to hit his spikes as well. So.
But Song really was able to turn this team into a powerhouse when it mattered most and then help them win Worlds. He's not on this roster anymore.
No.
He's over on FlyQuest with Prince and Vikla, so
Yep.
it's going to take time also with a new coaching staff that hasn't worked with Beryl as closely, right, to get this one all in line.
Rocco's going to come round, look to fight this one out as there's the flash forward from Carrier, straight up hitting air. As Crocco is unable to take away the blue weave, so we're with you, buddy, and hopefully everything will be okay in the next game.
That was a really nice angle from Zeus here, but he might be punished now.
Yeah, Rascal at 300 health is Alfred Gaming. It's our favorite kind of gaming. I don't know whether it's going to be Zeus' favorite kind of gaming, as Rascal pushes him into the wall. Riposte going to avoid a lot, though, as he is just going to walk it out. He didn't even ghost, guys. He didn't even press the ghost button, as Beryl's going to get taken down to nothing. That headshot hit for over 200 at this stage of the game. Very nicely done there from the bottom lane of T1. And in the meantime, Zeus just eats all of that pressure.
Varus does not do a lot of auto attack damage. It's more about what he does with his abilities early. And
yeah, especially with the build that he's gone as well. We're going the lethality route.
yeah, the Comet. Beryl looking for a root.
Well, is going to be able to find it there as the Mantrid Q comes through as well. Did have Ignite, but never really got in range at this point in time. Not winning in CS or anything like that, as the wave was in a great spot for Zeus, but let's have a look at this again.
Carrier in the brush at the furthest right spot. Beryl thought he was safe behind the minion wave, but there was an angle there for Carrier. Definitely less on Beryl in this case. Flash wouldn't have saved him unless he reacted perfectly there, and even so, you lose your flash. But
Inspire on cooldown for the next few seconds. Let's see whether Owner can land that ulti. And Chains of Corruption, they're going to be flash. Light Binding comes in, and in the back line, it's going to be a dead Varus, but not before the Caitlyn goes down. Really beautifully played there as, all right, cease and desist in the top lane. See whether Zeus has to ghost this time, and he does. There's the grand challenge, though, and DRX gonna have to back away. Oh man, this guy's pretty good. His owner is dead, and Fate's gonna pick up a kill. He is exactly the guy DRX wants getting these kills. They're on the board.
Carry this team. I will look for an angle. As this was really well played from the DRX bottom lane, trying to clear this wave out. And the chains here flashed only by Carrier. Guma gets caught. It's really nicely played, and Owner is going to be able to trade one back, but it's a Sejuani picking up the kill and not the Caitlyn. And now Fate comes over here with a flash from Beryl for the root. It's 2 stacks of Dark Seal for the Akali. Good binding here from Carrier, but doesn't have the follow-up ult mana.
Yep, and I really like that Fate actually goes in and takes an extra couple of turret shots in order to get that kill for himself, because it's really important that he's the one that has money. As Beryl's going to take Faker for a walk. Okay, Chaos Storm going to almost kill him. Faker's still chasing after the Karma, as Final Spark was there to make sure that kill happens, but that's still a dead Carrier, and I think getting kills onto this Akali is pretty important for DRX, so that 1-for-1, DRX will definitely take. Is now Crocco. Ooh, okay. DRX actually wanting this one. Gumushi going to stand behind the rest of his team. Carrier wanting to find that life-binding angle. There it is. Final Spark comes in, but they're not able to mitigate this damage as Rascal is down solo. The grand challenge is there, though.
And the Akali to maybe proc it is uh-oh.
All right, Gumushi might be in trouble here as he's going to flash. There's the net as well. Beryl just trying to keep up with him. There's the heal. Arrow connects and Doctarm completes the kill. Now, another battle towards this top side as Owner goes in, but now the Akali finds the perfect execution. Really good riposte though, and she's dead! Zeus is taking matters into his own hands, blocks the Vault Breaker. My god, is there anything this guy cannot do? As Rascal, he's gonna have to run away, and I think Wolf, like, right, just put the tick in the top lane, I guess. Yeah, has that flank angle as well, as now Fade tries to get in with the backflip. Does not. Ona, can he actually get in is the question. As Final Spark comes down, it is going to be secured there by Croco, but can they win the fight is the question. Ona now going to be put on top of this gravity field that he's using himself as Chaos Storm going to have to be avoided. Ace in the hole comes in. Docdom blocks it really nicely, but Zeus, he's above half health. Look at the AoE damage as well as he picks up the kill on the Cassante. Now Fate is going to be taken down as well. It's a double.
Earlier on in the game, you could see that Docdom is trying to get that second as Faker.
Oh dear, this crown likely to get more than broken this time around, as Chaos Storm's not going to work it out, and Fate's going to pick that kill up with the Shuriken backflip. So Faker just a little bit out of position, as did Kerry just steal the Rift Scuttler? Yeah, he did. Okay. And, well, or at least kill Rascal, make it so it's very difficult for him to do that.
He's got a BF sword. It's kind of hilarious how much damage Zeus does. And this is exactly what you're talking about. Rascal has to catch this wave. He can't be here.
All right, Glacial Prison is going to connect there as Beryl able to shield himself up. Okay, teleport is coming through as Zeus is teleported in already. The binding already laid down, but Faker is dead yet again. Zeus yet to get into this fight as a lot of damage from DRX, but they're unable to finish off Owner as well. Okay, decent Q from Rascal as the 1-for-0 in favor of DRX comes in. You feel fantastic about that as Zeus going to get jumped on. Ona over to the side. Well, now we've got Zeus having to work on his riposte timing. Let's see whether he can actually do it as Vault Breaker comes in. Doesn't use it on that one. There it is. Okay, can Zeus actually find this? As Rascal's going to turn up as well. Grand Challenge going to get issued. He gets a bunch of health back, and look at how fast he's running with this Ghost. The flash comes down from Croco. Now Zeus looks for it, but Rascal's going to pull him away. In the meantime, the turrets are falling down, guys. And Zeus will get taken down. There's 1,000 gold for Rascal. Their base kind of looking in tatters now as Faker's going to take the inner as well.
I told you, Atlas, there's going to be a time where you 1v3s and T1 get the rest of the map. It's just, these things we just know are going to happen, right? This draft from T1 is just so textbook.
Yeah.
You know that he's going to push the limits. He has a Spear of Shojin.
As T1 gets the info. So, can you stop this Baron is the question. I think the answer might be no as Fake gets over the wall. You love to see it. Okay, Faker going to be engaged on. The turn is good as he goes golden. Teleport in. Now Zeus has just respawned. Can he actually do anything? He's surrounded by everyone. Perfect execution now on cooldown. Permafrost does find the Akali as Beryl going to be knocked up. Gumayushi relatively untouched. Gale Force is going to be used. Moves forward, grabs the Karma, and now T1 are starting off this Baron. 4 versus 4 at this point in the game.
Yeah, and now, I mean, with these Caitlyn traps here, the approach is awkward. Hoping for a miracle steal here.
They need to turn as well, though. I mean, this is W-empowered arrow from Varus and a Vi over the wall with Smite.
Oh, no flash. This is kind of awkward, as you say.
Definitely is. Zeus moving up. Not a lot of vision available as Croco sees the number now as Grand Challenge comes through. I love it. Oh, he was trying to pick up the Baron before it reset. As Zeus is fighting Fate over the other side. It's actually just beautifully done by T1, though, as now they can get them out of the way. And Docdom and Croco not going to be able to get in there. Final Spark comes through. Kerry almost dies, but he's absolutely fine. And no Smite required in the end.
But I don't know if the game is going to go that long.
Well, now Rascal going to be fighting Ona. There's the Grand Challenge. Decent snare. And that is going to net them the kill. And Croco was thinking about a flank, but before he could do anything, his top laner was dead. And so that is done. Elixir of Iron now running on Ona. Look at how much health this guy has. He's not afraid of anyone.
Nope.
And Gumayushi going to walk up this bottom lane. It's a lot of, dot and I's, cross and T's. This was in the textbook. Kill all the structures and then kill the Nexus. And that's how you win a game of League of Legends.
And that old tutorial.
Oh, yeah. Did you put down your top lane vote there, Wolf?
I did.
Very nicely done.
There were some other considerations. I looked at Carry a little bit closer, but I'm like, nah. Owner, great game, but it's a Zeus vote.
Oh yes, it definitely is. As these turrets are going to fall down, let's see whether T1 will have a bit of fun with this. As Fate gets into the backline, Final Spark does a fair bit of work, but nope. Zeus says, we are finishing this. Let's get to game 2. See if we can go home early.
You gave a Caitlyn over to Guma. This damage graph is kind of hilarious because he only did 12k, but his control of the lane while Zeus had topside is the big problem here.
What about Ash of Phelios? Let's just do that instead.
If you had banned the Caitlyn in that final ban spot, you'd be feeling a lot better about your position here as DRX with a blue side pick, but with a missed ban here, T1 have a lane they've shown they were very comfortable with.
Ooh, that'd be cute. Poppy going to be banned.
It's a lot of magic damage, so I don't think it's going to happen, but...
Ooh, Garen jungle. That's what.
Oh, okay,
Well,
we're just Italy.
yeah, sure. Right. Steal things away from T1.
This whole draft could have been so different if there was a Caitlyn or a Varus in that third slot, right? You could feel like a lot better about your Ashe bottom side pick.
We have very much control.
Yeah, the level 2 is much faster. Keria using this barrier trade, we always see this.
Yeah, I think like, I guess if you don't take the barrier and your opponent does, then you really hard win those trades. But now it just looks a little bit funny with both supports just shooting each other with barriers.
Now, the Ashe can slow, and there's a lot of follow-up here with the Jhin, but the range problem that you face here is the real one, because...
Is going to come down towards this bottom side. It's been almost a year since we saw our Nidalee last. It was Canyon.
Remember that game?
One. Yeah, I remember
that game. What happened to your hair after that one?
It became a little bit more absent after that game. Thank you very much for reminding me there, Wolf. It was pretty good early game played by Canyon in that one as well. Spear is going to connect onto Beryl, speaking of which, as Doctarm getting taken down so low. I mean, that's completely aside from the fact that the Nidalee is here, that Doctarm is almost dead. Beryl now in trouble as well, as the spear is going to connect onto him as well.
The accuracy here is great. Heal being used. They're so desperate.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay, DRX, you're going to have to back away. Croco's making his way down. Monkey versus cat. And he knows. He just knows, guys.
I mean...
Map hacks.
Yeah, anyone who's dissing owners Nidalee probably going to be pretty quiet right now.
Where's that one guy on Reddit? That one guy on Reddit, he's like, today I am not going on the internet.
Yeah.
Rascal having a party in a queue. Oh my, that was not the one he wanted to take.
Situational CC.
Yeah, oh.
Situational CC, Atlas.
I think I cast a cursed Rascal real bad there.
Oh, I
was like, don't worry about it, man. You know, probably should have looked at the mini-map.
Yeah, when we were watching that, I was like, do I tell him to get knocked up and I'm going to hit the spear?
Yep.
Got him. But I learned from you. I learned from the best. Okay.
Yeah. Never over till it's over. As Emperor's Divide. Divide's not too much. Faker, he's going to land his, and that's the spear.
Okay, what's going on?
Just too good, man.
What is going on? Another conditional CC. Like, I mean, I don't know, Atlas. I'm just trying to have a scholastic conversation.
Yeah, not about the scholastic conversations. As Beryl's going to have his ult flashed, and now is chasing after Gumayusi. The final bullet will connect there as Croco's going to flash forward, but the flash from Gumayusi gets him out of the way of the Cyclone, and DRX, they went for it. Not quite able to find it there. Zeus is going to press his ult button onto Rascal.
Nah, no way, right?
Ooh, Primal Surge.
Hold on.
Traps. Oh, dear. Oh, he picked the wrong brush. Croco's still going to stop the back. T1 likely to get this first Terror Blood right now, as, yeah, boom goes the Dynamite.
All right, I can't do it anymore. I have to leave.
All right, Beryl's going to fight this one out. Can he get the double kill as Gumayusi's dead? Oh, Carrier's in trouble as well. That's why he wants the skin for this champion. He's too good.
Supportal combat!
Oh, this game's a little bit
hold on.
the Fiesta territory as another arrow is going to connect. Beryl, he will die on his own terms, owner, as Carrier is the one. A solo kill.
Spear's not connecting here, so maybe isn't Jhin angle.
Well, the Chains of Corruption are going to connect, and Gumayusi just kills Beryl. That's immediate revenge right there. That was too much damage as well as Croco. Three-man Cyclone is massive as they take down the Varus. Croco in a bit of trouble as Zeus picks that one up, and now Carrier trying to kite it out against Doctarm. Zeus, can you actually get over there to the Jhin, though, is the question. As Faker playing it pretty safe as the spear connects. Another knock-up is going to come down, and Faker
he's not
gets
done.
Another kill. He's over the wall. Doctarm underneath his turret, though.
Hold on, this is one of those favorite superhero moments, like at the water cooler.
Well, Faker gets his back stopped. There's the curtain call as he shifts and he's just out of all those minions underneath the turret.
If Keria loses here, it's like asking if Aquaman could beat Superman, you know?
Yeah. And Doctarm is going to die. Faker picks that one up. I'm not sure what that was. Was that
Scorch, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe Scorched. Sometimes you get scorched to death. Zeus going to join as well. Let's see where the unstoppable onslaught is going to come through as the knockup is avoided by Rascal moving through him. Slice doesn't really work out there as Emperor's Divide is going to put the Crocodile away. Oh no, he's Shuriman, but the Emperor doesn't like him.
He's just hoping maybe he could trade something back, but I mean, it's just so one-sided it isn't even funny. And
I like how Zeus and Faker are like, oh yeah, you can have it, I guess.
아깝이. 아, 내가
unlucky,
먹으려
he
했는데.
stole the kill. Harry took it.
오가면 인정.
Both be able to avoid this, but also get hit by it. Okay, Faker.
As Faker does have a lot of people coming in. As Cyclone comes down, Emperor's Divide is going to remove it as Barrel's dead as well. Spear just barely misses onto Croco there as, okay, here's the onslaught. Fate going to avoid it as Docdom is here, but maybe being in screen length as, oh, that's really cute. Manages to go unstoppable. Fate able to get out of there, but he face tanks a spear, which is not what you want. As we've got the zoom in, Jonah Strong. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That minion gonna block for Docdom.
Damwon logo flashed for some reason, and here we go, going into this Drake T1, taking the Infernal Soul point. Like, just add insult to injury. It's Infernal Soul.
In second.
Caitlyn trap set up here. Uh-oh.
Chains of Corruption. That's another pick.
You just can't play the game.
Isn't it ironic that the Queen of Vision just walks into darkness and dies over and over again in this game? Must feel cathartic to those who have lost to Ashe in the past, as that's another drive-by as Docdom going to take an ace in the hole from Carrier for so much damage. He's got a Ghost Blade. Carrier's got 2 items. This is absurd. Flash has to be used.
Feels like a Damwon homage.
Yeah, a little bit. As Rascal not going to quite get onto Gumayushi here as Croco. Can he actually make it in? Spear is going to connect onto the Crocodile. Zeus is flashing forward. Faker's killed the Jin somewhere as well. As now Beryl running away from the Emperor himself. Fate looking for that wraparound. Can they actually get anything here is the question, as Croco trying to team up with his mid laner, but the Monkey's just dead. Just dead so quickly. Beryl trying just to kite Faker. Look at how inevitable this Azir looks right now.
Just let him go, Faker. Just let him go. Just respect him.
It's okay. It's okay, Beryl, just the alcove. The alcove is where the safety is. Oh no, he shot him. He shot him. No, Beryl deserved that.
Faker could have let him go, man. The game was done. You didn't need to kill him.
Yeah, but
you didn't have to do it.
Faker was letting him go. Faker was letting him go, and then Beryl had the audacity to shoot him with a bow and arrow. You don't do that.
They were unable to break the Nexus.
Well, Zeus is taking a damage. He does have ultimate, but Fate stands in his way, and I think Zeus might be dead.
Hold on, Zeus for Nexus trade?
Wait, why is he taking so long to die? This is so silly!
And he's got a second life.
All right, let's see how the zombie Scion's going to do. In the meantime, you know, the base is falling apart, but we don't need to really focus on that, as the arrow is gonna, I don't know what, it was going somewhere. Emperor's Divide is going to throw the Crocodile around as Docdom. Curtains are called as Carrier flashing towards Beryl. This lethality Caitlyn play is actually pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Ghostblade action.
Yeah, DRX. Even though there's no Scion for them to deal with, they've also lost their Crocodile. And so this 4 versus 4 does not feel fair whatsoever. Exposed Nexus now as Croco. Yeah, it's just not a whole lot he can do. The Piercing Arrow is going to come down. Ace in the Hole is going to be there. The lethality version onto Docdom does so much damage. And T1, they're going to have a little bit of fun before they end this one. As Faker goes golden after doing a heck of a lot of damage. Emperor's Divide, as Fate is also going to press his Zonya's button. Zeus teleports in, he gets to be in the picture. Isn't it cute? As Beryl, he's on the Fountain Arrow, is going to connect onto Carrier. Can Beryl get the kill? He can! Okay, let's see whether Rascal can tidy this one up, as Zeus doing his best to kill the Nexus. Remember, he comes back to life again, so this game is over. There it goes. T1 will get the 2-0 in the end over DRX. They destroyed. This is the very, very scary, happy T1 that we have seen in the past. And look at that. Like, I mean, the goal graph just pretty linear. Straight down towards that victory at 24.5 minutes. And games have been going pretty long. Like, this is a real fast one for the season.